Hello everyone, and welcome to another devlog for Dune Raider, my sand surfing roguelike game. This week was spent rewriting a lot of the terrain generation and the multi-threading to support custom terrain generation for different regions, as well as providing smooth transitions between these regions. In addition, the terrain generator now supports procedural generation of rock faces, allowing me to create canyons and mesas. Each type of cell now includes its own terrain generation algorithm. This includes the small and large dunes from before, as well as the new messy dunes and the canyons. The math involved in this new algorithm, however, required a lot of optimizations to be made. Firstly, I had to store all of the height map data. Up until now, all of the height map data has been generated the moment that I need it, and then discarded afterwards. This worked back when the dunes were a simple wave function, but now it takes way too long to create this data for an entire chunk. So now, anytime height map data is accessed for a chunk, it generates the entire chunk and stores it in memory if it is not there already. Creating entire chunk height maps at once allows me to significantly reduce the amount of redundant calculations that are made. In addition, the height map resolution has been significantly reduced and then upscaled with bilinear interpolation. This more than quadruples the speed at which chunks are created and has no noticeable decrease in height map accuracy. In order to test all of this code, I created the new canyon biome. These canyon cells create solid rocks in the center of the cell that spread out all the way to the border. This marks the borders for me to see, and also shows whether or not the border detection system works properly. At first, the transitions were very atrocious. What was supposed to be smooth terrain in the canyons was extremely bumpy and had noticeable seams across all of the chunks. But after days of work, I managed to fix the smoothing algorithm for cell borders to the point where it is nowhere near as noticeable. However, it still needs some work to be perfect, as there are still a few issues. These issues are much less frequent than the ones I started with. For the next devlog, I want to have all of these issues fixed, as well as having a new AI that can navigate these canyons. I also want to generally improve collision avoidance for all of the AI in the game. But until then, bye.